All right, quick disclaimer before we get into this. This is still a rumor, but if it's true, it could seriously shake up Hollywood. Reports suggest Netflix may be planning to stream Warner Brother movies just 17 days after theater release, but only for the properties tied to the Warner Brothers deal. We're talking not months, just over 2 weeks. And if that happens, it completely changes the value of theater runs for those films. Studios, theaters, audience will all be playing by new rules. So, is this a bold streaming play or a dangerous experiment that could backfire on Netflix? Because even as a rumor, this has a lot of tension.
Are you not entertained?
I gotta say, this took me off guard. I said 17 days. And then I had to really think because, me and my cousin, we watch Disney Plus and we already be waiting for shit. And I'd be like, how long do we wait? Like, how long do we have to wait for the Fantastic Four to hit the streaming app? I just know 17 days. I'm just gonna come out and say that is not enough. But we already made a video about how streaming is killing box office performance. But if Netflix really does this for the Warner Brothers properties, movies, I think it's going to kill. It's going to massacre box office performance for all the movies. And this wouldn't be widespread. This is, like I said, only tied to Warner Brothers properties that Netflix is reportedly post to gain in the merger or whatever, takeover, whatever they're doing. But I think first things first, box office value for those movies is going to suffer because people be like, well, we could just wait 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not a long time. 17 days is not a long time. And suffering box office performances actually make people go jump on the Netflix app. And I guess that's the experiment and that's the hypothesis that they're trying to confirm or not or whatever. But I had to really look into this because this is probably going to get a lot of pushback from the theaters themselves because we're talking about like Batman and Superman, like big theaters are kind of like game makers and GameStop. It's kind of that type of relationship. But theaters probably have a lot more pull than GameStop. So theaters is already going to be pissed. They're like, nope, and we're not going to promote. We're not going to have multiple show times for a shit that's going to only be here for 17 days. I can already see that being a fight between the theaters and Netflix because why would the theaters waste their time in their time slot for something that's only going to be in their shit for 17 days exclusively? I wouldn't push they shit either. Like Warner Brothers shit would be at the bottom of the totem pole. And another thing that this is going to be an issue with in the Hollywood industry, and I'm trying to do all this quick, is that the fact, actors' salaries are sometimes tied to box office theater performance levels. So everybody remembers, not to go down a rant, but Scarlett Johansson sued Disney for the Black Widow movie because some of her salary was tied to the movie's performance in the theaters. And she sued them and won, I will add, because they released it on a streaming service. I can't remember what was the thing, but basically because they released it so soon after it was released in theaters, they put it on the streaming service. And Scarlett won. She won that lawsuit and actually made Disney pay her whatever bonus and then some and whatever else. So I'm saying that is going to change how actors and writers and the sound guy base their contracts with Netflix and Warner Brothers. It's gonna change how they write their contracts and write their salaries because then the box office performance it's not going to be there. So therefore they're gonna want their money up front. There is no more waiting to see how it performs and then they get X amount of bonuses on the back end. No, they're gonna want all that money up front. That's going to be a thing. I think audience behavior, yes, we are already impatient as it is. This is going to be my final point, and I'm going to let my cousin go. Audience behavior has already changed since Netflix exception about we want our instant gratification really, really quickly. I did come on this platform and say, you have to earn my money for me to get out of my house and go to the theaters. I don't want the theaters to be massacred. from streaming service. Like, I still want theaters to have a place in the industry because, hey, that could be a cheap date for somebody. That could be, young in high school. The thing to go is to the movie theater. So maybe because I'm an old fossil, I still want theaters to have their place. And I'm not saying this is gonna make them go away, but it does put their longevity in jeopardy. Because is Netflix gonna charge movie prices to watch this movie every 17 days? Or is this just gonna be the price of admission of you having your Netflix streaming service per month, which is for I think $20, $25 right now. So it's kind of weird. It's a weird statement. Hopefully was just a throwaway statement that some little intern said without really knowing the ramifications. But this headline is everywhere. It is very much being tossed around. Netflix haven't made any official announcements of yet. But yeah, Infamous, let me what do you think about this and everything that I said?
What does the 17 days mean in practice? A theatrical window, air quotes, is the exclusive period where a movie is only in cinema before it becomes available at home, i.e. streaming services. 17 days is roughly two weekends. That's important because studios and theaters often judge a film's early performance by weekend drops and momentum across those first 2 weeks. Make it easy, they judge films early on. Just kind of like how with video games. Video games get majority of their money and their performance by at least the first 30 days out into the market. With a film, it's a little bit different. How theaters can react to such this. Industry chatter sites in reporting says major circuits, i.e. AMC, want the line held closer to 45 days, not 17 days, for meaningful theatrical exclusivity. A powerful studio/streaming platform combination normalized 17 days. Theaters worry it would reduce incentive for audience to go out and actually watch a movie when you can just say, hey, just wait 2 weeks. Compress box office revenue into a shorter runway and make it harder for mid-budget, slower burn, word-of-mouth movies to survive theatrically, which I can see that. There are certain avenues for that, though. You have the Indie Film Festival, Sundance, etc. But it is if the reporting is accurate, the incentives are straightforward. Drive subscriber value fast and getting major titles onto streaming sooner. Reduce marketing, double speed, one campaign for theaters, another layer for streaming. Treat theaters as premium launch funnel. Early buzz, first reviews, then quickly move to the platform where Netflix monetizes. Even if Netflix prefers 17 days, a few realities can force longer runs. Contracts, filmmaker demands, some directors, stars, financiers negotiate minimum theatrical commitments. Exhibitor, big chains can refuse unfavorable terms or demand revenue splits. My cousin was talking about this. These theaters have no incentive to just show a movie just to show a movie. They need to make money. And for anyone who's young and does not know, movie theaters do not make their money from the movie or ticket sales. They make their money from them overpriced ass hot dogs and slushies, all
$20
that. Even if
popcorns.
yes, even as some I can't remember what chain it is. There was a theater chain that said they were going to start their ticket prices will be based on where you sit in the theater. You sit more higher up in the back seats where comfortable where most people like to go, they will charge you, I think it was 13% more. And I was like,
Damn.
what?
Nah, that's not even worth it. It's
Yes.
the mid section for me in the middle.
Reuters is reporting on the deal notes Netflix leadership messaging that emphasizes the importance of theatrical releases in general, which is a shift from Netflix's old stance, but that doesn't equal confirmation of the 17-day cap. So, answer my cousin's question. I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, but hey, I'm fucking for it.
It's because this motherfucker
Hey,
already waits right now. So
yeah,
17 days
yeah,
is
I'm
right up
fucking
his
for
alley.
it. So this is right up my alley. Hey, Netflix, send them. Not 45 days. 2 days? A paycheck? Hey, come
Oh
on with it.
God.
Let's go. But in all honesty, we reported on this. I think this was one of our earlier episodes when we first started doing this show. Streaming has already put a strain, killing blow, a damper, however you want to put it, on movies. Not to mention
Because there's
COVID. I
people like
can
my
tell you,
cousin
yes, I can
who
tell
just
you
waits.
wholeheartedly, families, the regular Joe Schmoes that are really dealing with these quote unquote economic harsh realities, they're not going to the movie theater. People who have those larger families, which is not really normal, but still, I know people who have 3, 4, 5 kids. Oh,
God damn.
movie night is done in the house. Oh yeah, I have a coworker. He has 5 kids. I'm like, really? They
Pull-out
don't do
game
that
weak.
anymore. But you know, let me stay on track. Stay on track. Their idea of movie night is at home. I know people higher ups who have built home theaters in their houses, and there are people like me who will. A movie comes out, hey, you don't have the time that date night that weekend to go see it, and when the time it comes, oh, it's on Disney Plus. It's on HBO. So it's like,
Shit that you already paying
I can
for.
shit that you already paying for that's already increasing in price. We talked before that I own the Disney Plus Hulu HBO bundle. Yes, mine is prorated for X amount of time, but that price of $30 or $32.99, that's almost the price you pay for a movie ticket before you do anything else. Before you buy a drink, popcorn, them overpriced ass hot dogs. I'm telling you, I live in Illinois. Them hot dogs, they'll catch you. I can see this from both angles, how the theaters and companies are worried about, like, hey, you know, how we gonna make money, etc. But I'm gonna keep it real, as my cousin tells me, and how these companies think. It ain't Netflix's obligation to worry about someone else's bottom line other than their own.
Yeah, that's yeah, facts.
What this will
Damn.
end up being.
Hold on. God damn.
Netflix will make the decision based on what's best for them. And
Yeah.
if
Oh
it
shit.
means cutting, severing, shortening ties with these studios, it is and whatnot, Netflix will be like, okay, well, then we'll do it all ourselves. All Netflix
Damn.
shows are made by them. After this deal goes through, Netflix will be on a timetable to regain as much money back as fast to keep
Yeah.
everything in black. People don't know this, but Netflix is I'm just gonna say it. Netflix is the king of streaming services, because when they came out, everyone thought Netflix was a joke. Between the mailing of the DVDs, oh, streaming service, no one wants to do that. Everyone was fucking wrong. And then when streaming picked up, everyone took their shit from Netflix and tried to outdo them. And Netflix is still here.
Yo, them
Disney
same
Plus is
people are
still
coming back. They trying to
they
come back
coming
to
back.
Netflix.
You have companies now putting their shows back on Netflix, back to try to get some money out of them, because their streaming platform is still in the red. Disney Plus, it is still losing subscribers. It is still not profitable.
They
So
still increasing
Netflix
the
is like, yo,
prices.
we don't need to work or worry about y'all, when no one had that same mindset about us. This deal goes through. We got the content. Content is king. Why we want you to go spend money in a movie theater where they make money and we get a percentage, where, hey, you already paying us. You're paying your Netflix subscription while that movie goes in the theater, when we can have you right here in front of this TV enjoying it. Monday
God
Night
damn.
Raw is on Netflix.
Yeah.
Sporting events are coming to Netflix. You have AMC, MGN, even some now not the shit that's made by them, but you have other platform stuff that's on Netflix, and it stayed. Walking Dead, while it aired on AMC, once the season would end, hey, Netflix, you can have it, and it's still there. This is no longer a play catch-up game. This is an appease Netflix game. Can you
Hell,
get in on this, or will you be left behind?
yeah. God damn. Yeah.
I'm
Shit.
gonna say
Yeah.
this. I'm for it, and I can see the ramifications and everything, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100. Movie theater or movie going experience is an old relic. Don't do that anymore. Just as gaming is moving digitally and has music, this is come knocking on the door of movies. Sooner or later, this was gonna happen, and I understand some people in the comments, but you're all about physical and saving and so on. So this is one thing. Hey, I'm comfortable letting go for convenience.
Oh, here we
Because the
go.
truth of the
They
matter
about to
is,
kill you in
there
the
is no
comments.
stopping this. There is no stopping this.
And you know what? Honestly, we've already had a preview of this happening. COVID, because a lot of shit will
COVID,
be in the theater for 7 days or so, and then jump right to a streaming service.
right to a
HBO had
stream
a lot
service.
of that. Netflix, yeah,
Yeah, and it's funny you
yeah.
say that. I was just about to bring that. When that newer Batman film came out,
Oh yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
that film came out, every movie was hitting theaters and streaming day and date, because they
Mhm.
could not judge whether people were going to show up to the films. But that Batman film, they was like, hey, it will be on streaming services 45 days. I don't remember how well the box office or numbers did, but I can tell you, I know a lot of people who didn't go to the movie theaters to see that. They saw it right there from their home. And they only did that to try to combat, to get some of their revenue back.
Mhm.
But there were reports when the doors opened up and people were to be let out their house and the COVID stuff was going down, theaters, and it was one more entertainment revenue, were saying that their numbers were still down. People were not going back to them as they were. But you had to understand, you spent a year and a half, 2 years, damn near a lifetime in today's age in the house, cuddle up with video games and movies at your fingertip. Why would you go out of your way to go to a movie theater? So I get it. But like I said, answering my cousin's question, hey, I'm for it. I'm
Yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Put them all. Put them all.
my cousin do make some good points, but I guess I don't want theaters to go away. Like, I want them some type of place, but I ain't gonna lie, yo, theaters are really prices are out of hand. Popcorn should not cost
Mm-hmm.
$25. I remember I
Mm-hmm.
went to North Carolina to visit some old army buddies. He has it's him, his wife, his sister, and they have 2 kids. And then there was me. So it's 6 of us. I mean, I can't remember the price of the tickets, but after we got food and all that, he had spent $150. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Like,
crazy.
and so theaters are really pricing themselves out. And then when you really do the math and you compare it to, hey, I'm already spending $20 on a streaming service, and if Netflix is not gonna put a added price on the movie after 17 days on their streaming service, then yeah, I'm gonna just wait 17 days. I waited for Thunderbolts to come to the Disney Plus because I was like, I don't need to go see that. I don't need to go out of my way to see that. And I know
Same thing.
30
Same
da thir
thing.
30 days later, it was coming to Disney Plus, and Imma just keep that same energy. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to go to the theaters right now, so, yeah, I guess in reality, though, I don't want it to happen. Hey, if the theaters die, they die.
Because,
But
like I said, theaters, this is an old, antiquated
and they
type
had a
of
good run.
entertainment.
They had a good
It
run.
had a good run. You had Betamax, you had VHS to CDs to Blu-rays, everything that we once held of an old way of looking at, it has shifted in some digital ecosystem format, however you want to say it. And yes, we have reported how the digital ecosystem is cracking. It has its flaws. And yes, I get that too. There are tons of movies that if it ain't on a streaming service, it is hard as hell to find and watch it some way. I get that, but that is just the cold hard facts of where we're living at in these times. You're talking to a father, a career oriented, a business person. I ain't got time like that to go to the movies. Oh, I can go at home, kick my feet up, have a drink, and relax. I deal with traffic, overpriced ass snacks, someone yelling in the background, a baby crying, and someone won't put their phone down. And I
Yeah,
just
somebody
watch it
phone going
from
off,
home.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can just watch it from home, pause it when I want to, rewind. Hey, what did he say? Hey, I missed that. Rewind. Oh, okay. The convenience.
yeah,
And I understand I will get blowback for this. And hey, I'm just being honest. Because I can lie to you and be like, oh no, save them. AMC. I'm
yeah.
about the consumer's rights. These corporations, these companies, they make what I make in a year, probably in an hour. I ain't worried about them. Netflix, do what you're gonna do with it. Because as I've said, they're the only streaming service that is as successful as they are. They're doing something right. They're doing something right.
Yo,
Everyone is trying to compete and replicate their model, and Netflix is doing it. So go ahead, cuz.
Netflix is really out to bully the industry, like how I think Xbox is gonna bully the industry once that 10-year agreement is up on Call of Duty.
Oh
Netflix is
yes.
really positioning themselves to be a bully, and they don't give a damn if you're in their way. Theaters, we could care less about you, bitch. Like, we've been shows you the light, and this is the light. You either figure out how to survive or you get killed in the backlash. Like, I think Netflix is really about to become bullies, especially if this Warner Brother deal does go through. And who's to say what else is going to come up on the market for sale because times are going is getting so hard for everybody. So this could be just Netflix. Now I probably see why Larry Ellison is putting $40 billion on the line now, because he probably sees Netflix is about to become bullies in the industry, where they remember all the names that talk shit about them. They remember all the businesses they try to sell themselves to that told them no, that they shit was a gimmick and wasn't gonna last. But they still probably got that same energy, like, oh, you talk shit? Don't worry, come bend the knee. Just how I feel like Xbox is gonna do when that Activision deal is done. They about to tell these motherfuckers, come bend the knee. Oh, you try to put your shit back on our shit? Oh, here's the split. It's not in your favor, Disney. But let us know in the comments how you feel. Would you be okay with a 17-day, I guess, exclusivity to the theaters and coming straight to Netflix? Let me know how you feel in the comments below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?